Good morning, angels and fallen angels. My name is Buffy Carone, and I am your fallen angel. Now, it is Friday, about midnight, and I'm going to show you the traditional way of summoning the Intranquil spirit. Now, the Intranquil spirit is the spirit you would call on to, how would you put it, put on somebody that you love, yet you lost, to bring them back to you. That's right. You would send an Intranquil spirit, attach themselves to them, and make them absolutely batshit crazy until the Intranquil spirit pretty much drives them back to you. That's what some of the things the Intranquil spirit does, and that's what the traditional Intranquil spirit spell is all about. Now, I always ask gods or goddesses to assist me, and tonight I'm going to introduce you to ancient goddess Astaroth. Okay? She is a fabulous, beautiful ancient goddess. Wise, loving, caring, just phenomenal. I absolutely love and adore Astaroth. So I'm going to ask her to assist me. So this isn't going to be a real long video. A lot of people say, ooh, don't mess with the Intranquil spirit. Ooh, they can attach themselves to you and do all kinds of terrible things to your life and tear apart your life. I'm sorry, but I disagree. Because an Intranquil spirit is basically a suicide or somebody who has died in a horrific way. And I've got to tell you, I didn't really understand when people were talking about the Intranquil spirit, like mid last year, I didn't even know what they were talking about. And then it was explained to me, I'm like, wait a minute. So basically, you're talking about my brothers. Okay, because both my brothers are what they would consider intranquil. Or when I was locked up as a kid, I watched many of my friends get killed. And now this is back in the 80s. And if you're a ward of the state, you are screwed. You leave, you don't come back, that's it. So those are intranquils. I had a number of friends commit suicide. They're intranquil. I mean, so when I realized what all these people were talking about as far as the intranquil, I'm like, yeah, I'm not concerned. Now, they also can be murderers and rapists and the worst of the worst that society has to offer, and you're basically calling them up from hell. Now, yeah, I'd be a little leery of that because you never know what you're going to get. But here's the thing. I have been surrounded by intranquil spirits since I was 11 or 12, okay? I didn't understand that was their names back then or even until mid last year. But I'll tell you what, when I was a kid, being ultra sensitive, passing away in a car accident, being gone for a minimum of 38 minutes on the other side, and coming back, was that make me a walking intranquil spirit? Because I died in a horrific, horrible accident, and they brought me back. So maybe I'm a walking intranquil person. I don't know. So, and being ultra sensitive when I was a kid in these facilities, man, I'll tell you what, I can't tell you how many spirits or intranquil spirits surrounded me, would come visit me in my room and all kinds of stuff because they committed suicide or they were killed there, okay? So I'm gonna have to disagree with a lot of what people say about the intranquil spirits, but then again, on the flip side of that, I'm going to have to agree with some of it because it really depends on what you get. So just be careful. Protect yourself. I don't protect myself. I mean, I'm so well protected that I don't have to do anything special because I am like surrounded all the time. So I'm not concerned. But for you, it would probably be a good idea to protect yourself. Say a protection prayer, take a cleansing bath, you know, whatever you're comfortable with. You can message me and ask me, and we can talk about it. You can call me and we'll talk about it. I don't want to make this too long. I don't want to drag this out. I just wanted to give you my 2 cents, and that is all it is my 2 cents in that business. So we're going to move on real quick. Okay, so as you know, we're using ancient goddess Astaroth. Okay, Fridays is her day, as I said. She is a day demon, ancient goddess. Okay, phenomenal queen of hell. Lovely, beautiful, stunning, caring, kind, fabulous, fabulous. I love her. So I'm just gonna. You don't have to use an ancient god or goddess or anyone. I just always bring in an ancient god or goddess with me when I do anything. And so that's the scoop with her. Now, her candle colors are either green, orange, or brown. I don't have a brown candle, I have a black one. So tonight I'm just going to use an example as of green. She likes those 3 colors, orange, green, or brown. Okay? Now, with any time I ask assistance from an ancient god or goddess, as you know, I always give a drop of blood, okay? A lot of people haven't seen all my videos, so I'm just going over little bits and pieces. I always give a drop of my blood. I work it up till there's a nice drop of blood, and I always put it on my ancient god or goddess's candles as an offering. I also usually, and I don't have one in front of me, I also offer them a cigar or an alcoholic beverage like Fireball, Jack Daniels, you know, whatever, gin, wine, and so on and so forth. Now, and I actually broke my glass earlier, so I don't have a glass to show you. The Intranquil Spirit's offering is light from a candle, for example, and a glass of water, okay? Now, once they fulfill your desire to bring your lost loved one or whomever back to you, something I also always do is I always send a blessing and a prayer to them and asking for mercy on their soul. Okay? Yeah. I always offer a blessing, a prayer for mercy and release upon their soul. So that's something I always do, so keep that in mind. Now, I don't use this particular Intranquil Spirit spell because this is to bring somebody back to you. And I have never done it to bring anyone back to me. I figure if they're gone, if they wanted to come back, they can come back on their own. My door is always open to anybody in my past. So I don't do it. When I use the Intranquil Spirit, I do it my way, and it's solely for destruction. So this is totally different. Now they consider this the ultimate love spell. I don't consider this a love spell at all, because basically what you're doing is sending the damned to attach itself to the person whom you want to bring back and drive them back to you. Okay? I don't consider that love, but then again, what do I know? And I know a lot of people are hurting real bad. They're desperate to get their person to come back to them. I get it. I do. So this is what we're going to do. So you have your ancient goddess candle. You dress the candle. Okay? Candle holders. So we will go ahead and light the bottom of her candle and get her stuck. So Astaroth's candle is done, so I'm going to push her aside and let her chill. We've already dressed it with blood, so we're going to let that chill over there. Now for destruction work, we always use black, but since we're not doing destruction work tonight, we're doing something to draw somebody back to you, we're going to be using the traditional pink candle. That is what's to be used. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to take a pen and you are going to write your loved one's first, middle, last, and date of birth on the candle. Now, this is the candle for the Intranquil spirit, and this is the offering of light. And I don't have my glass, but you also offer a glass of water. And we'll get to that more in a moment. So once you do that, you'll take an oil of your choice, like Follow Me Boy, Reconciliation, Intranquil, whatever it is that you're, love me, come back to me, or come to me oil. And you will dress it on your candle from the base, and you'll work it all the way up. And as you're doing that, as you're running the oil and putting it into where you carve the first, middle, and last name and the date of birth of your person, I want you to put your intention into it. I want you to think about what it is that you want, what you long for, what it is. And I want you to envision in your mind this person coming back to you, okay? But I'm going to tell you right now, and I don't know if this is true or not, but I've heard this to be true, that since they're being driven back to you, when they come back, they're going to be in a bad mood because they're going to come back to you broken, because the Intranquil spirit will literally do nothing but break them down, okay? I don't recommend this. Now, if you want to hurt somebody, yeah, but this isn't what I would do to hurt somebody. I would do something completely different. But that's what you're doing. You're breaking this person down until they just, you know. So think about what you want, but try to think loving thoughts when you're doing this. Try to keep the negativity out of it, and just think about him or her coming back to you, you know, hugging each other, talking to each other, just loving each other again, and just, you know, put those positive intention into it, because this, you know, that's just how it is. Now, if you don't have one of the oils I said, Reconciliation, Come to Me, Follow Me Boy, Intranquil, whatever, you can always just take some honey, okay, or syrup or something sweet like that, and put it in place of the oil. And then cinnamon's a fabulous thing to use, and you can just dab a little bit of cinnamon on the candle. Just, you know, either sprinkle it or just dip your finger in and just put some cinnamon on the candle. So if you don't have any of those oils, there's other things you can do. So cinnamon, honey, something sweet, syrup, you get the gist. So now, after you've done that and you've put your intentions into it, you've carved everything into it, then you will then put the candle in place, okay? And we'll put that aside for a moment. Now, you always want a picture of the person that you want to draw back into your life, okay? Now, this is, I'm not doing this for anybody or myself or anything, and I'm just actually using one of my friend's pictures. So everybody say hello to Jack. Hey, Jack. Thanks. Hey, I stole your picture, buddy. So I'm borrowing you, so now everybody can see it. This is my buddy, Jack. So I used my daughter before, so I decided I'd use him tonight as just as a, you know, somebody to put in there. So basically what you do is you take a picture of the person you're longing to, him or her, you're longing to bring back, and on the back of it, you would write their name 3 times. First, I'll just scribble, first, middle, last, 3 times. First, middle, last, first, middle, last, first, middle, last, 3 times, and you put that down. Now, prior to you getting to this point, you'll want to write a petition out. And a petition is what you put your wishes of what you want down, what you're asking the Intranquil spirits to do for you, okay? We're not asking Astaroth or any ancient god or goddess. I just like to always involve my ancient gods and goddesses. I love them. I always love to have them near me. So I always ask assistance, even if they're really not going to be fully involved in this. So just get a piece of paper from a paper bag. You can get it at Publix, Walmart, Safeway, Albertsons, wherever you live, you know, just a plain brown paper bag, okay? Tear a piece off, okay? See? Just a little piece. And just write down your wishes. Tell them what you want. Ask them to assist you. Help me bring back Betty Jo McLovin back to me, you know, and blah, 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 whatever, okay? So now your petition's done. Now, once your petition is written, I want you to put it down, and I want you to fold it to you 3 times. 1, turn, 2, turn, and 3. And you're folding them to you because you're asking to bring this person to you. Now, I would take, at this time, I would actually have it on an altar, but I'm just going to use this in the table as an example, and I'll show you over here in just a moment. So I would just take Astaroth, and I would just kind of put her up here at the top, just off to the side, and I would bring my Intranquil spirit in. So here's Astaroth, and I'll go ahead and put her candle as her offering at the top of her sigil on the A, okay? But she's really not involved in this. I'm just introducing you to her for the most part. So then we'll take our Intranquil spirit and candle, and we'll take the photograph of your loved and lost one. You put it down, and I'll just put it down here at the base of Astaroth's sigil, kind of over the R. And then I will take the petition paper that I folded 3 times towards me, turn, fold, turn, and I'll put that down. Then I will take the Intranquil spirit's candle, and I will place it on top of the photograph and the picture, okay? Like so. I don't know if you can see that, and I'll move it over here and you'll get a better look. Now, it calls for a cross, and it can be a rosary, it can be 2 popsicle sticks wrapped together, it can be, I like to go out in my yard and take from nature, make the cross, and then bind it, just like this. This isn't my best handiwork, but I'm not doing this for anybody, so it was just a quick throw together and call it a day. I'd actually like it to be a little more rugged, in my opinion, but this is just an example, okay? Now, so you would take the cross, and a lot of people say that you're supposed to hold the candle as it burns in your right hand, and the cross in the left hand. Or, excuse me, in the right hand, the cross in the right hand, the candle in the left hand. But I don't do it that way. But the traditional way is that you would actually hold the candle as it burns in your left hand and the cross in the right hand. And you say this prayer to the Intranquil spirit, okay? And I'll actually put this all down in my description so you can see it. And it's so easy to find. Just type in Intranquil spirit words, spell words, and it pops right up. But basically it says you're holding the candle in your left hand, you're holding the cross in your right hand, and you would say, "O Intranquil spirit, you that in hell are wandering and will never reach heaven. Hear me, oh hear me. I want you to grasp the 5 senses of..." Fuck. Sorry, my candle. calendar did a weird thing. I had to get up and fix it. Okay. I want you to grasp the 5 senses of name of the person, him or her, and do not let him or her rest in peace, neither seated or standing, waking nor sleeping, that he, she should think only of seeing me, smelling me, hearing me, tasting me, and touching me. Kind of creepy, if you ask me. And that he should find, and that he, she should find him or herself as desperate as the waters of the sea, and as torn as the wind in the storm, until he or she returns to me. And that he or she, name of your person, whenever I say that, that's whoever your person is, first and last name, should run and run until he, she humbly falls at my feet, because nobody will help him or her. And that neither a divorced man or woman, nor a married man nor woman, a widow or widower, nor a virgin woman or man shall ever love him or her, but only me and me alone. And then you name the person, first and last name. I conjure you before the cross and God Almighty, that you are to run after me as the living run after the cross, and the dead run after the light. Amen. That's it. That's what you say. I've never done it. I don't want to do it because I don't want to bring somebody back to me who doesn't want to be with me. So, but that's basically the spell. So I'm going to kind of wrap this up. My thing keeps saying it's low power mode. I don't know why. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to show you what I would do over here on the altar. So I'm not going to take Astaroth over there because you probably won't ask her to assist you, because all you're pretty much asking is for the Intranquil spirits. I just wanted you to be familiar with Astaroth, and we'll be doing more with Astaroth in the future, but for now I just wanted you to understand who she was and how amazing she truly is. And I didn't really get into too much depth about it, but I will. So basically, you're going to take your cross, you're going to put it on an altar, you're going to lean it against the wall. I'll move it over. Can you see that? I don't know if you can or not. Can you see it? All right. So you'll do that. You'll take the picture of your person. You'll put it down. You'll take the written petition paper. You'll put that down. You'll take the Intranquil spirit candle. Whoop. Oh, that fell on the floor. It'll be lit. You'll have a glass of water, which, I don't know what, okay, we'll use my lighter here as a glass of water, and you'll place the glass of water as an offering to either side of it. And that's it. You let it burn all the way down, okay? Don't blow it out. Don't put it out. It's going to take 3 to 5 hours for that to burn all the way down. Let it do its thing. Don't disturb it. Don't think about it. Let it be, okay? Just let it be. Once it's done, and I'll use Astaroth here as an example. Once it's done, I want you to take whatever remaining candle wax there is, okay? I want you to take a cross, the offering of water, use my ladder, the photograph, and the picture of whomever you're asking to be driven back to you. I want you to take them and I want you to bury them in the front of your house, preferably by the front door, but if you have a tree in the yard, you can bury it underneath the tree, because basically what you're doing is you're drawing that person back to you, back to your home. That's what you do with the remains of it. And that, my angels and fallen angels, is all I've got for you this now early morning. And it's not really a spell I agree with, but a lot of people really, you know, love people and want them to come back, whatever the circumstances are. And I've lost people that I wish would come back to me too, but you know, that's not my choice. So, you know, I get it and I don't get it. So, as always, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your morning. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, call me, message me, look me up. You know, I'm easy to find. Much love to you all.